What's up, people? Orseofkorse here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today, we're going to be looking at a character I haven't played in ages, Muriel. I'm actually level 9 Muriel. I need to go ahead and crank out that master skin, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into her deck build. Now, for Muriel, I go heavy support with Muriel. I know some people build her like they can build her damage. I go more support than damage, and defensive, tanky. So I'll go with the Centurion, the 1000 health, 1000 bonus damage. Like I said, I like her to be tanky. I want to be in the fights for as long as possible. Then dash out once it gets too edgy for me. Now my consumables, I went crazy. I mean, they're just filled up, right? But I filled it up like this because it depends on how I'm running. Like if I'm solo laning, I'll probably go with the cast token, Hunter's Drink. Well, we'll start with the health potion, and then mana potion, or Scout's Ward, depending on how I feel. But if I'm laning with like a carry or something, I'll go with one of the Menders, or the Mender Vials, and then a Scout's Ward. And the reason I put these in here, the Mender Vials, like this one, it gives you health regen for 15 seconds and 3.5 or 3.8 mana regen to nearby allies. And this one is just the vice versa. So it gives you a mana and it gives you whoever you're laning with health. So I like to keep those cards, especially if I'm laning with somebody, because they also benefit my partner. So we can both stay in lane a little bit longer and, push those towers. So you may not have all these cards, but if you do, it's nice to have that type of versatility, so you can just jump in wherever is most viable. But in any case, let's go ahead and get into the deck proper. Now, before I even get into this, the two staffs of adamant here, they are pure damage. So 3 cast, 9-point cards. These are totally optional. If you want more damage, go ahead and equip this. If you want to go pure support, this deck also allows that. So let's look at all the cards and then you decide how you want to build her, because it varies. Sometimes I build the Staff of Adamant if I think I need more damage and I can risk some cooldown or some defense or whatever it may be. But anyway, the first card up here is the Lantern of Spring. Gives me that 16 energy pan, 22 physical armor, and the cooldown reduction. Once you fully upgrade it, you get another 2.5 cooldown, and I equipped this with 2 guards and a chrono. So I went with the defense and the cooldown reduction. Pretty good card, gives you a nice physical armor going, and the cooldown, which is good for Muriel. You want that cooldown, get those bubbles up, get those shields up. Now next I went with the Lord's Ward. In all my decks I always keep a ward regardless who I'm playing. Usually more than one, like I would go Scout's Ward and then something else. But Lord's Ward, get that 75 mana, 100 health, a 2.5 cooldown reduction. Most importantly though, you get the wards. And I equipped this with a mana, 2 chrono. So cooldown reduction, mana for that one. Now, here's the Pendulum of the Lords. That card, 75 mana, 100 health, 2.5 cooldown. Once you upgrade it, get another 2.5 cooldown, giving you the 5. Then I go mana, chrono, so what's that, 15 mana cooldown right there. Then a little mana, because you want to keep some decent mana on Muriel, because you will go through it fairly quickly. Now here are my staffs of adamant. We just looked over these with 6.5 energy damage, 100 health, and then 13 energy damage once you fully upgrade it. Then, like I say, 3 casts, so the 13 energy. Now the staff of adamant, they're both the same and they're optional, because right now it's very support driven, right? Cooldown reduction, mana, health, so you can stay into the fight. This right here is more damage oriented, so that's up to you. Now I have a tempered plate here. Now this one, 22 physical armor, 100 health, 44 physical armor once you upgrade it. And then I put 3 guards on there. Now if you want, you can switch out one of those guards with a health, or all the guards with a health, whatever you want. I went ahead and went with 3 guards, and I didn't go energy resistance, because on Muriel, energy is not really what I fear. It's the brawlers, the fighters, the Greystones, the Quains, Fang, even Kalari. It's the physical champions. But this was optional. If you feel like you don't need to build the armor, don't worry about it too much. Go ahead and go with the Staff of Adamant, get your damage up. Honor of the Pure. I love this card on Muriel because it gives her extra shield. But right here it says 100 health, 75 mana. I equip this with 2 divine health and then a health, which is why I don't build health in my tempered plate, because I have so much health right here. So I decided to go with the armor. So this gives me a huge boost in health, and it also gives me the extra shield. So shield yourself and nearby allies for 5 seconds, absorbing up to 50 plus 10 times player's level. So technically you get a 200 points worth of shield if you're at max level, which is pretty good. I mean, 200 isn't a lot, but with the armor that everybody's running nowadays, and the fact that people aren't hitting as hard as they used to, like with crit being ridiculous back in the day, 200 shield is actually pretty good, and that can save, you know, somebody on your team or yourself, of course. The last card I have on here is Vineheart. 100 health, 16 energy pin, 300 health once you fully upgrade it. Well, you equip that with a greater, 2 greater health and a health. Now that puts your health pretty much max or close to it. I can't remember the number that I came out with, but you're gonna be very healthy, and physical champions aren't really gonna be messing with you. And if an energy champion like a Murdoch does come after you, I mean, you know, how often are you really gonna be going 1v1 with a Murdoch where one of your junglers can't come get that gank? I mean, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Like I say, it's the physical champions that I fear, which is why I went with the physical armor build. So this is what my deck looks like for Muriel right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at her moveset. Alright, so Muriel, her basic attack is called Orb. So just a basic range attack, deals 35 energy damage. Easy peasy, levels as you level, we all know. So her next move is Alacrity. So skill shot orb that applies a plus 60 shield and plus 110 maximum movement speed to the first allied hero that touches it. The speed boost lasts 2 seconds. Now this is a good move for getting your team or yourself out of trouble, because it gives them a shield and it also gives them a speed boost, which is the big one, I think. So you know, this helps you chase down enemies or disengage. So I love this move. I usually don't prioritize it though. It's usually I guess it depends. It's all about what the enemy team is like, because sometimes you might want to prioritize a move like this, but usually I'll go with the Consecrated Ground or Serenity over the Alacrity. But anyway, Serenity. So Muriel fires an orb that passes through enemy minions and stops if it hits an enemy hero. Both receive 75 energy damage, and a minus 100 maximum movement speed slow is applied to heroes for 4 seconds. I like this move, especially if you want to be aggressive. This is very good early game. If you catch a carry off guard, or even a little bit out of position, if you have somebody in lane with you, you can just jump on them and destroy them. So very good move. Yeah, a lot of people don't expect Muriel to be aggressive sometimes, and she can be a real pain when she is. So Consecrated Ground, this right here is the bubble that she throws down. So Muriel deploys a AoE bubble that applies a plus 100 shield to allies and does 60 energy damage to enemies touching it when it pops. So I love this move as well, because you can, it's damage and defense. Because, you know, usually I'll throw the bubble and I'll run into it, and somebody gets caught in it. That's awesome, but if nothing else, it gives me the shield and I can still fight. So I like this move. This is usually one I prioritize over the rest of them. I usually go Consecrated Ground and then Serenity or Alacrity, depending on if I want to be aggressive or more defensive. And then here is her ultimate, Reversal of Fortune. Muriel flies to a targeted ally anywhere on the map. The ally instantly receives a small shield, and upon arrival receives a plus 350 shield. Enemy heroes are knocked up as Muriel lands. Awesome move, especially if you pair it with another hero that knocks up, like Bellica or Steel. You know, because it just keeps the enemy out of the fight. Even, you know, even though it's only 2 seconds up there in the air, not even maybe 1 second, but that can change the whole tide of the battle, especially if you know, chain ultimates off that. So very good move. So once again, Consecrated Ground is what I will prioritize when Reversal of Fortune isn't up. And then these two is up to your discretion, Serenity or Alacrity, whichever one you prefer, really. I usually go with Serenity so I can be a little more aggressive, but it's up to you. Anyway, people, that's my Muriel deck build. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, share out if you think this video might help someone else, and let me know. The new hero trailer just came out, just dropped. So we got you know, this assassin type character. Looks like she's gonna replace Kalari in a sense. Let me know, what do you think? Is this character, do you think she's gonna be good? Do you think she's gonna flop? Because, you know, sometimes Epic's kind of hit and miss with the heroes. You know, most of them are pretty good, but some of them aren't as viable as I wish they could be. But let me know what you think about the new hero, and I'll be putting out a video on her next Tuesday when she comes out for sure. So look for that. Anyway, people, this is Orseofkorse. We'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you coming and watching. Have a good one.